As a woman, whenever you choose to silence your intuitive voice or suppress your creative purpose, something within your body is beginning to shrink again and again and again until you notice all the physical signs that your body gives you. And that is for one reason. The feminine body is not a vessel for energy that is meant to be contained and held. The feminine body is given the gift to transform, to transmute, to alchemize energy, because we're not manifestors, we're alchemizers. We're here to alchemize the energy that we feel within us, the energy that is running through us into different shapes and forms. But when we choose not to do that, be it because of fears that we give into, or be it because of incorrect priorities, which, by the way, we build and we choose in a way of avoiding our own depth, because when we tap into our depth, we unlock our dark feminine energy. We tap into our confidence, we tap into our sexuality, we embody our voice of truth, and most often than not, none of that is welcomed with peace and welcomed with openness from those around us. Because when the woman awakens to her inner goddess, and again, that includes waking up her dark feminine energy, that is causing a disruption within her external world. And by that I mean her surrounding, the people around her, what has become part of her 3D life. And so sometimes we fear, what will happen if my dark feminine wakes up? What will happen if I become that unapologetic, magnetic, confident woman? What will happen if I start speaking my truth without taking personally how the other side might feel? And so sometimes we choose not to do that. Sometimes we choose to put other priorities before us, before our voice, before our intuition, before the expression of who we are. But what happens is our body begins to suffer, because our body is giving us the signals that, hey, I need you to see me. I need you to release me. I need you to give me room for expression, because I am here to create from my heart womb center. I'm here to feel the love, to feel through my heart all the emotions that I'm going through, drop them into my womb space and create those outwardly. Because this is the purpose of being a woman. It's knowing how to create, it's learning how to create, it's learning how to expand. And when we choose to shy away from our purpose, our body is starting to hold on to all these emotions that we inevitably feel. They become symptoms of something within the body, something within that vessel. An example I can share with you is about a year ago, I moved to Bulgaria from the UK to Bulgaria for, I didn't know how long that move was gonna last. There were some constructions and refurbishment going on in my flat, and I had to go back to Bulgaria and stay with my family for a while. And because I didn't know how long that was gonna take, I didn't know where my career was gonna take me, because at the time I quit my corporate job and I decided to just give voice and just flow into my spiritual business. Also, my relationship, I wouldn't say suffered at the time, but it created that long distance gap between me and my man. And there were so many things that I wanted to express through my voice. I wanted to to share and to speak through. But because there was so much uncertainty, I was holding myself. I wasn't sharing it even with myself, because speaking your truth is not only to others. Sometimes speaking your truth is like admitting to yourself how you feel, admitting to yourself where you are, admitting to yourself what is the chapter, your life chapter, that is unfolding for you right now, and how is it that you want to flow with it, and what are the emotions, what are the feelings that you're going through. And because I was holding so much within me, I, one way or another, decided to do some blood tests because my hair was falling. And it turned out that there was a little bit of a thyroid imbalance. This was all due to that stress. This was all due to the way how we choose to silence our truth and to hold back our truth. And so this is a way, for example, how the stuckness of your emotions is showing up in your body. There are so many women that I've communicated with recently, and one thing that I've noticed in all of them is the way they relate to their monthly cycle, the way they relate to their period and their luteal phase specifically and particularly. And I'll probably make another video that is going to be devoted purely to the monthly cycle and all the phases and what each phase of our cycle is indicating and is sharing and it's showing to us, and what is it and how is it that we should actually connect with our cycle, because that is a huge topic for us as women. But so many women have shared with me that their cycles are so painful, or their flows have become so heavy, their bleeding flows have become so heavy, or that they get like PMS, like huge PMS before their period. And whilst there is nothing wrong with them, they just don't feel connected with that period, and they don't feel that the menstruation is something that is enjoyable. And again, this is another symptom from the body that the womb center is not exercising its energy, because as women, our womb center is where we create life. And when I say life, I don't just refer to humans and to babies. I refer to creating life, birthing something into existence, whether that is your business, whether that is your passion or something that you flow yourself into. Whenever there is a disconnection between the heart and the womb, our period becomes heavy, our period starts to suffer. And again, our monthly period is like showing us, and it's providing information, transmitting information of how we relate to our femininity and how we relate to what we are here to create and what we're here to do as women. What is the key to that? What is the key to making friends with your monthly cycle and making that connection with each phase? Well, tapping into what is your body wanting to express. There is something else I want to add here. Another conversation I've had with one of my beautiful clients recently was, she shared that there is so much anger that is living within her, so much resentment towards herself, towards always putting other people first, towards not expressing herself in the way that she wants to express herself. Her exact words were, "Antonia, I want to flow in my feminine energy, but instead all I feel is anger and resentment towards myself for not being able to feel feminine, for not being able to flow in my feminine energy. What do I do?" And the advice I gave her was, there is energy that lives within your body, and you just named it. it's anger, and it's resentment towards you not expressing through your feminine, and towards yourself not feeling and not being feminine. So that is the energy that wants to be expressed, your anger. Find a way to express that, because what we need to understand is that femininity is not just about love and light. There is a lot in the feminine, a lot of different components that make your feminine energy. And part of those is the dark feminine. The dark feminine is not love and light. The dark feminine is empowerment, is confidence, it's magnetism, it's sexuality, it's passion, is knowing how to seduce, not just men, but in general, how to seduce, how to use that side of you. The feminine can be wild. The feminine can be, I want to say crazy, but probably that's not the right word. But she's wild, she's untamed. And that also includes anger. You are allowed to be angry. There are situations which make you angry. But the key is, are you expressing that anger in a feminine way? Because here is the key. Think of so many artists, so many songwriters, so many painters and actresses who are expressing that anger outwardly, whether through a painting, or whether through sports, or whether through a dance. You can do that, which reminds me that this is exactly what we do on day 2 of the 7-day grounding transmission. We dance through whatever we feel right now, whatever makes us feel uncomfortable, whatever makes us feel angry. We dance through it. And that is a way how you transmute that energy outwardly into something beautiful. Because the feminine energy is not just molding something beautiful out of beauty. We mold out of anything. We take the energy that's within us, we check in with our emotions, which are our guides, our indicators of what is present within us, and we decide what shape and form we want to give it to. And so if this is you, if this is where you are, just know that your body is giving you information about where you are. Your body is giving you information about how you feel, about what is present within you. But it is your choice to choose depth over shallowness. It is your choice to decide to have that deep connection and to tap into your own depth and feel, what is it that is present within me right now? Frustration, for example. Okay, I feel frustrated. What makes me feel frustrated? Why am I feel frustrated? Because I felt unseen, or because I felt neglected by something external to me. Okay, what is that trying to reflect in me? That external situation or that relationship is reflecting parts of me, that there is frustration in me. That's why it's showing up. Okay, so where is it that I am not checking in with my body? Where is it that frustration is sitting right now in my body? Is it in my voice? Is it in my heart? Is it in my womb? Whereabout is it in my body? And it's about making space for that emotion to come through, and then decide how you want to let it out, in what way. This is what we do in the 7-day grounding transmission. We do a 7 consecutive days. On 7 consecutive days, we connect with our feminine energy through different embodiment practices, whether it's through our womb breath, whether it's through guided meditations, whether it's through understanding how we get triggered and what triggers us, and how can we embody those triggers and transform them and let them be in a different shape and form. Because we check in with our body, we check in with how we feel, what is the energy that's present within us. So what is your body trying to communicate to you right now? What messages, what signs about you, about your connection with your feminine? You can try this meditation here. This is day 1 of the 7-day grounding transmission that you can try and see how you connect with the energy. It is a guided meditation that I guide you into a specific space where you connect with your feminine energy. You can feel your feminine energy living and breathing in your body, and see what is the guidance there for you, and see how you connect with that. Thank you so much for being part of this video. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it gives you the guidance you need to give room to express yourself, no matter what that emotion is, no matter what's the energy that lives within you. Give it voice, because that is part of your divine feminine journey, and it's part of your beautiful feminine purpose. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you shortly.